Hey, it's Mike, aka your friendly neighborhood technology elf, back with day 12 of 30 Days of Technology. Today, we are going to be talking about one of the most important ways you're going to talk to your house, literally how you talk to your house. And of course, that's voice control. So all this other stuff we've been talking about is great, but how are you going to control it? And there's a bunch of different ways you can communicate with technology. Obviously, there are buttons on the technology you can press, there's remote controls, there's third-party software. But to me, what the most exciting thing is in technology today is voice control and the platforms that it offers and the options that those platforms give you. Here's what voice control is. Voice control is the ability of a microphone to pick up what you say and actually execute things that you say. So you can say, turn on the lights or lower the music volume in the kitchen. And by saying that and having the right configuration, those things will actually happen. So number one, there's no more organic and natural way to communicate than with your voice, far more than typing it out or pressing on a button. And number two, one of the biggest barriers to technology is things like I can't read or I can't find the remote or I don't have the software or the app. Here's what's great about it. You can walk into a room and say, Alexa, dim the lights, Alexa, play some music, or whatever service you want. We'll talk about that in a few minutes. And it will simply happen. One of the things I most love about voice control is, unlike some of the other automation solutions out there, it offers you a wide variety of ways to control the experience in your home for very little money. In fact, some of the products out there start at only $30 and allow you to go from there. So imagine being able to do a whole bunch of things at once, or create a scene as we talk about in the business, using only your voice. Let me give you an example. I was at my friend's house the other day and we helped them program their stuff with Amazon Alexa. And I'm a big proponent of Alexa, but don't get me wrong, Google, Siri, Josh AI, some great products out there. And what we did is we created a scene. So we'd say, Alexa, watch a movie. And when we said watch a movie, the projector came on to the right settings, the lights dimmed in the front, the lights at the back went completely down, the receiver went on, everything happened simultaneously. So there was no need for them to pick up a remote control, point it at a bunch of stuff, and hope it would work. It's the same for your house. You can do things like say, Alexa, good night. And if you've set it up properly, it'll shut all your blinds, lock all your smart locks, turn down the heat, all of those things. So, and even turn off the lights. So there's a ton of different things you could do with voice control versus using a whole bunch of software. Now, what I like about it is it will actually allow you to control a bunch of stuff from a bunch of different brands. So if you have a Samsung TV with Lutron lights and Lutron shades and a Nest thermostat, you can actually create a scene where Alexa or whatever software you choose will talk to all of them simultaneously and execute in the correct order. That is huge. Now, the one thing you have to remember with voice control is it won't do anything you don't tell it to do. Just because something is Alexa or Google enabled doesn't mean it doesn't have to be set up first to speak to Alexa or Google. And a lot of times you have to go into the app and enable a skill. So as an example, if I want to pair my Nest products with my Amazon Alexa, I have to go into the Alexa app and I have to actually point it in the direction of my Nest products. And then I have to authorize them in my Nest products. Same thing with my Sonos. I can control my Sonos using my Amazon Alexa, but first I have to set up Sonos to allow Amazon Alexa to work, and secondly, I have to tell Amazon Alexa that I want Sonos to work with it. So that's the other thing to remember. Now, one thing I want to be very clear about is the darn thing is always listening. So if you're really concerned about your privacy, I wouldn't be. But if you're concerned someone might always be listening, that's a legitimate concern. So if you're going to be doing and having conversations that pertain to, how can I put it, illegal stuff, don't do it in a room with voice control. If you're really concerned about your data and privacy, don't do it in a room with voice control. And especially if you have little kids in the house, be cognizant of the fact that they can access anything on voice control, and voice control doesn't know not to tell them certain things or do certain things as a result. As far as getting started with voice control, it's real easy. You literally have to just get a voice control speaker, either a third-party speaker like one of those little Google hubs or Amazon Alexa hubs. Sonos makes speakers with built-in voice control microphones. There's a ton of different options out there. So really, it is a matter of picking which ecosystem you want to work with, then finding equipment that works with it, and then telling the darn thing that you want it to all work together. And once you've done that, you're ready to get going with voice control. To me, it's the most exciting thing to come out of the technology world in the last bunch of years, and it's going to change everything. Because we in our business talk about how are you going to talk to your house. Well, the easiest way is to talk to your house. So I want to thank you for watching this little video on voice control. I think it's an important conversation, and I think I could spend 3 hours talking about it and still not cover enough, but now you have some of the basics covered. If you've enjoyed this video, please consider subscribing to this YouTube channel, sharing this video, liking this video, commenting on this video, and just telling everyone you know. Otherwise, I'll see you back here tomorrow when we start talking about one of my favorite things in the entire world, a little thing called Sonos. For 30 Days of Technology, my name is Mike Friedman, aka your friendly neighborhood technology elf, inviting you to join us here tomorrow, and I'll see you then.